and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jesenia Poissant. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, we're doing July's love prediction reading, July 2020 love prediction reading. I know this is going up a little late in July. It will still resonate for the month of July, and it is only July 3rd when this video goes up. So there's 5 different piles to choose from. We have crystals to choose from as well. The way I do love readings is a little bit different. These are intuitive readings. So disclaimer, remember that this is a general reading, that there's more than one person watching this video. So if the reading does not resonate with you, pick a different pile. And if it still doesn't resonate with you, then the message wasn't meant for you. I cannot say that enough, that this love reading, it depends on the person. It's an intuitive reading. With these readings, especially the love readings, with all my readings, they're intuitive readings, but they're also to help your spiritual evolution, for you to spiritually grow. But I give you spiritual tools to take with you so that you can work on yourself and that you can evolve and you can grow from whatever lesson or situation that it is. I sometimes give you spiritual homework, things that you need to do to, work your things out and for you to grow. Sometimes there are things that you might not like. Sometimes it's going to be things that, they're going to push you to really work with that shadow. A lot of us, it's hard to do change, and it's hard for us to dive deep and go into our shadows. But you're here to learn, as well as getting the benefits from the reading. Keep that in mind with these readings. I really want to help you evolve and heal and give you these spiritual tools so that you could take them with you so that you can grow, because that is really important, right? If we don't learn lessons, if we're in the same patterns all the time, how do you expect things to change? Look at these readings as a guidance towards your spiritual journey. Enough of that, I just wanted to give that quick disclaimer. So if you're interested in finding out healing messages, spirit animals, anything that comes through, finding out if there's going to be love for you in July, whether that is focusing on yourself or whether a relationship is going to come, or whether you're in a relationship. This is for people who are involved in relationships and those who are not in relationships. We're gonna find out things that you need to work on. And you're gonna also find out just whatever messages that life and the universe wants you to know. Without further ado, let's dive right into the readings. We have 5 different piles, 5 crystals to choose from. I'll see you guys in your reading. Here are 5 different piles. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. All the timestamps will be linked in the description and the comment section down below. And I'm also going to be putting crystals, so if you want to choose with the crystals, just keep watching and pause the reading to really connect. Focus on a few breaths and connect with your intuition to choose the right pile for you. So here we go, and we're gonna pick crystals. If you wanna choose with crystals, we have 5 different piles. For pile number 1, we have red jasper. Pile number 2, we have carnelian. Pile number 3, we have citrine. Pile number 4, we have green aventurine, and pile number 5, we have amethyst. So pause the reading to really connect with your intuition, take a few breaths to choose which crystal resonates with you the most. All the timestamps will be in the description and the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in your reading. Enjoy, bye! Hello pile number 1, and welcome to your love July 2020 prediction reading. If you picked a crystal, you picked this red jasper. I'm going to put that to the side, and let's just dive in right into your reading for this month of July. The first card that we have is Healing Begins, and this is a swords card, 6 of swords. Healing begins, and as you can see, there's also a green color there around the heart chakra and in the bottom of the card. So in the month of July, you're going to be, this is going to be a healing time for you. A healing time for you, whether it's loving yourself. Maybe you recently got out of a relationship and you're healing. Your healing is beginning in the month of July. That's when it's going to start. And number 6 represents stability and relationships. You're moving on from a relationship, and whether that is a old relationship in the past or something recent, you're moving on from this relationship, and those goes for single and for those who are just in relationships. This month is all about healing yourself and moving on and gaining new healing wisdom and healing energy. Really, this month is going to be a healing time for you. We'll see further in the reading if, you know, a relationship is coming in the future. But in the beginning of July, it's a time for you to heal. It's really a time for you to heal those wounds because they're still open. And that's what these cards are saying. That's what these represent, is that you still have wounds that are open and you need to begin healing in this month. You need to be opening up your heart, opening up your heart chakra and opening up again, and you know, truly healing those wounds. And maybe even going to the beach is going to help you really reconnect with yourself again and to start healing those wounds. But in the month of July, you're going to begin healing. When you start doing that healing and you open up and really healing begins, we have this major arcana card, love. This is the universe promising you that a relationship is in the future. This is the universe promising you that this relationship is in the future. This is going to be a soulmate connection because this is the Lover's card. It's a soulmate connection, and it's also number 6 again. So we have 2 6s here. So really, you're looking for a stable relationship, and the universe spirit is saying that there is a stable relationship coming in the future because your past relationships or a recent relationship hasn't been stable at all. It might have been toxic for you, but the healing begins now. And know that this is major. This is a big event coming right away. It might not right away come in July, but this is a promise that your soulmate, a new relationship, is right around the corner. And if you don't, you know, start the healing, like this card is your foundation card. This was your first card. This card represents, if you do the healing, if you move on, if you start the healing work and start doing that inner work that we all don't really necessarily like to do, this is what is going to be the result of that. You're going to get rid of the patterns and get rid of all those wounds, and that, you know, getting rid of it energetically, that you are going to be energetically ready and emotionally ready for this next relationship. And this relationship is coming. So whether you do this healing work or not, this relationship is coming. And this is saying, do you want to, you know, do the healing work now? Or are you going to ignore it because you're afraid? Are you going to ignore it? Are you going to hold on to it? Because this is saying that you need to let go. This card, moving on. You need to let go of this situation. And this is the Eight of Cups, which involves the emotions. Archangel Raphael represents this Lover's card. He is the Archangel of Healing, and he is the Archangel of Health. So call in Archangel. You have a lot of green here. You really need to work on your heart chakra this month. You really need to work on your heart chakra this month, excuse me. And we have the green border around here, you know, the green leaves here growing upward, and then the green around the heart chakra and the root chakra. So really, the root chakra is all about support and stability. And we have 2 6s here, which is feeling that support and stability. Know that Spirit and the angels are supporting you. They're supporting you whether you see them or not. They are supporting you, and you need to really get stable within yourself, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, in order to really flourish in this relationship. Because if you don't do that, you're going to have to do the work in the relationship. When this relationship is coming, whether you like it or not whether you like it or not, but this relationship is coming. So if you do the healing work now, you can get the benefits of really allowing this relationship to come inside, to really, you know, become one. If you don't do the work now, you're going to have challenges in this relationship. The next card we have is Lead. Number 4, this is the Emperor card in the tarot deck. It's another major arcana card. So this is a leadership card, right? The Emperor is about authority, leadership, really being able to delegate things. And this represents your future soulmate, and as well this represents you. It's a dualistic card because there's 2 people here. So really coming together and really I feel this is like a compromise card, and really learning how to compromise. You need to learn how to compromise and communicate really well in order to really, flourish. Like these two people, this man and this woman, they're really, happy and joyful. For you to get that relationship, you really need to lead yourself towards this relationship. No one else is going to do the work for you. You need to be the leader and do the work. And you need to go within into your shadow self, because here's the emperor, he has the crown, and then there's the shadow self. So this is telling me that you have work to do. You have healing work to do, and maybe further in the reading we'll find out exactly what that work is. But it's going to stem from your patterns, and it's going to stem from your childhood. This is definitely something that is from your past, and you need to start looking at all the relationships that you've had, if you've had relationships. If you haven't had relationships, if you're single, have you never been in a relationship before, what is your blockage? So that's also what this represents. What is blocking you? How are you blocking yourself? How are your childhood patterns blocking yourself? Whose love did you crave the most? Your mother or your father's? And then go from there and find out, why did you crave your mother's or your father's love the most? And this also can represent that. Maybe for some of you, this is going to represent that you craved your father's love the most, and you really need to do the shadow work with that. And that's coming in really strong. That is really a big message here. And that you need to really lead yourself. You need to lead yourself. You need to do the work. No one else is going to do the work for you. This is the Emperor card. So you need to be, the boss of yourself. You have to do the work. You need to, begin that healing. And it's a journey. So this is telling me that if you start the work now, you'll have to do it. You won't have to do it as much later, but you'll be able to resolve things that pop up quicker later on. But there is shadow work that you need to do, and it will represent, and for most of you it's going to be that father figure energy, the patterns that you have to work through with your father. The next card we have is boundaries. So you really need to create boundaries, and maybe that is with your father figure. Maybe you don't have boundaries with a family member, either a mother or a father. Most of you, it's going to be a father figure. Maybe you don't have these boundaries set in, but you need to create these boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Because essentially this has nothing to do with you. You're holding on to generational patterns of your father that doesn't resonate with you. It doesn't serve you, and you're holding on to those, and you need to break those patterns for the future generations, because there's a bunch of hands grabbing towards this person. You also might be an empath, so what your family members say to you, what your relationship says to you, really affects you. So you really need to create these boundaries with your father, and also create these boundaries within your relationship, those of you in relationships, or those of you who are going into a relationship, this relationship that is coming. You need to establish boundaries so that you respect yourself. And when you respect yourself and you set those boundaries, it changes the pattern. And then you begin to attract exactly what you are meant to attract what you like to attract. The next card we have here is deep replenishment. And this is going to be right next to healing begins. So this is really a clear message here that you need to, do the deep replenishment, going deep with your inner self, connecting with your higher self, and also connecting with that inner child that has this shadow work to do with the father figure, those patterns that your inner child is crying out to you to work on, to come together, to merge with your inner child. It is a time this July for you to retreat, rest, and be held. Whoever you need to hold, if you're in a relationship, or if you have a family member that you could give a hug to, a friend, and if you don't, get a stuffed animal and hold on to that, and that will give you the comfort that you need, because we're trying to connect with our inner child here, right? Your homework is to work with your inner child and do the shadow work. So deep replenishment, buying flowers, going into the water, taking baths, going to the beach, connecting with water in that way. What is going to replenish you at this time? Okay, the next 3 cards are love cards, so let's see what else your reading has to say. The first card is new love. So I'm telling you, this new love is coming, and it's right around the corner. It is right around the corner. And those of you in a relationship, a new level of love is coming for you. Or maybe you are going to have this new level of love for yourself and leave that relationship, because we do have the moving on card here. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. A new relationship is coming in strong, but embrace the opportunity for love in your work prospects for spiritual growth. And this is number 8 as well. So really expanding your wisdom of who you are, like learning about yourself, loving yourself more. How can you love yourself more? How can you really connect with yourself? And then we have number 6 again here, stability and really learning in the month of July. Really grasping that stability. Practice compassion. This card is saying practice compassion, because at this time you've been a little bit bitter because you've been maybe single for a while, or you know, your past loved ones really hurt you. Your past relationships really sucked, right? And this is saying see things from a new perspective, because your old perspective, if you keep thinking about the past, if you keep harboring on those past thoughts and, well, that person, all guys suck, all women suck, everybody suck. Like, if you're in that vibration, you're just gonna attract that. So you need to have a new perspective. Have compassion towards yourself. Have compassion towards others. And know that people are just doing the best that they can do, and you need to look at your patterns and see what you can learn from that. Because we have, again, moving on from here, having a fresh perspective. In the month of July, things are going to look different towards you. You're going to do the work to see a different perspective. And you're going to, you know, that's going to help you gain this beautiful relationship that is coming to you. This beautiful, magical, full of blessings relationship that is coming for you. And it's coming for you quickly. It's coming. And let that give you a boost of, you know, motivation to really do your healing work and to have compassion. We have butterflies, birds, and squirrels, and feathers. Those are all spiritual tools and animals for you. Feathers, really going with the flow. The month of July, stop having, you know, the bitterness and resistance. And this is going to really transform you. And really just being gentle with yourself, because she's being so gentle with these animals in here. The next card we have is 33, which equals to 6 again. So we have a really strong 6 numerology number in this reading. Number 33 is a master number. It's really great, really strong. 3 in general represents celebrating the Holy Trinity coming together. This to me looks like what number 3 represents, just really coming together and having that celebration, appreciating the moment. You need to be like in the present moment, because you're so focused on what the future is going to bring for you, but you need to be in the present moment to bring the future to you, so that do the healing work in order for that to happen. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. This is an opportunity for you to grow. For you, this is part of life, is growing, relationships. It's one of the toughest things I think that as humans we have to endure when we go through these breakups and we learn and go through all these lessons, but it's part of our human growth. Appreciate where you are. And I know that can be tough to hear, and you might be like, that sucks, I'm not happy where I am. Start a gratitude journal. Fresh perspective, change your outlook, change the energy, move things around in your home. However you could give yourself a boost of motivation to really vibrate on the love vibration. Then we have this beautiful card, Spark. And this is right below deep replenishment and healing begins. And it's number 7. So this really tells me, because we have number 7 here, is that this is really part of your spiritual growth. To do this work, and you need to, give yourself that spark. How can you light the fire within? How can you spark up yourself again? How can you get yourself excited again? Look, she's playing music. Play your favorite music. What music would you love to listen to with this new relationship? Doing those things right now so that when you're in that relationship, it will become a bigger bond, right? And you can connect more. Maybe music is something really important to you within your relationship. So make sure when you're, dating or meeting people, they really vibe with the music that you like, because that's something that you really enjoy, and that's going to be something really important for you in the long run. But we have a dragonfly in this picture. But music is really spiritual for you, and it's really a part of your spiritual growth, whatever this past relationship that you've had, or this time in your life if you've never been in a relationship. This is a really spiritually healing energy, and you have to be really gentle with yourself at this time. Then we have education, which is number 7 again. And number 7 is like a very spiritual growth, analytical number. So how can you educate yourself to help you heal yourself? Like, how can you find things that are going to help you spiritually grow? Typically, when we're looking for someone and we're looking for a relationship, we're like, I want them to be like this, 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 and this, and this. Well, what about you? Don't forget about you. Don't put all that pressure on the other person energetically, right? What can you do to improve? What can you do to match up to those things that you want, right? Because we can't expect to have someone and have all these qualities in someone. I mean, you can. Definitely, you deserve what you're meant to have, but do you resonate? Do you add up to those as well? Are you going to be able to give that to a relationship as well, is what I'm saying. So don't take that like in the wrong way. What I'm saying is, are you able to match up with those? Do you do all those things? Are you someone that works out all the time? Are you someone who's positive all the time? Are you someone who's motivating? Like, if those are examples of things that you want within a relationship, do you match with those? And if you don't, maybe you need to work on your list. Like, maybe you need to work on that. Whether you take those things away or you start growing. And that's where the education comes in, because you need to learn more about yourself. Okay, your last 2 cards, we have past life relationship and attraction. You have known each other before. So this, if you're in a relationship, this is a past life connection. And those of you who are going to be into this new love that's coming, it's going to be a past life relationship. So this person, don't fear. This person's here to stay. This is going to be a soulmate relationship, and they're going to love you just who you are. Even through the spiritual growth, even through your flaws. We're all human. We all have flaws. And person's just going to see you for who you are. And they're not going to care about your flaws, about how your family, how you've grown up within your family. They're not going to care. They're going to love you exactly who you are, because this is a soulmate relationship, and you're going to connect really well with this person. You're going to have a lot of things to connect with. It's a past life relationship. You're going to know when you meet this person, and this person's going to know. Like, you're just going to feel it. This is someone I've known in my past life. And it's just a feeling that you're going to feel. So connect with your gut feelings, your intuition, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And this is right on top of appreciating the moment. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment. So really, you need to get in the present moment to really fully love yourself. Okay, so your spiritual tools to take with you and your homework is to work with your heart chakra and also work with your root chakra. We have red jasper here. It's a really grounding stone, but I specifically picked these crystals to represent the chakras. So this is representing the root chakra. Get yourself a red jasper or any crystal that's going to help you connect with your root chakra. Work with your heart chakra green and red. Those are the colors. Do meditations with those or work with crystals. Do the healing work. What is going to give you that spark? The shadow work. Really do start doing the work. Create the boundaries that you need to be. Start being in the present moment more. And ways to be more in the present moment is to meditate and awareness. To really not be an autopilot, to deal with your stuff, deal with the work, deal with the shadows, have compassion in the month of July, and really start your healing journey. And it's going to begin in this month. And you're gonna have this soulmate. It's coming. This soulmate, this new love, this new relationship, it's right around the corner, and you don't even see it. So start doing the work now and get excited. You know, find out what really works for you. I hope that resonated. If it did, hit the like button down below and share any insights that you have in the comment section down below. I upload weekly, so come on and hang out with me and subscribe to my channel. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. I'm sending you so much healing blessings and light your way. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Stay gold, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your July 2020 love pick a card reading. If you picked a crystal, you picked this carnelian. And let's dive right into your reading. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And remember, disclaimer, that there's healing messages that are going to be coming into these readings. So you might not like what you have to hear, but it is medicine for you. So let's dive right in. The first card we have is the crown chakra. We have 7 different chakras, or 7 different energy wheels, and each of these wheels hold different energetic vibrations. For the crown chakra, I feel that you have been really in your head a lot. You have been really having a lot of mental activity, and you really need to connect with your higher self, with God, with the cosmos, consciousness. Like, you really need to connect to a higher power, whatever that may be for you in the month of July. This is really important for you, for your spiritual health and for your spiritual growth. Mainly your spiritual health, because I feel that you're having a hard time right now, and you're feeling really sad, and you're feeling really alone, because we have 5 of Pentacles here, which represents feeling alone. And we also have this card number 6 we have this card here, Simply Love, that I just feel that at this time you're having a hard time. You might be feeling slightly depressed at this time, whether you're single or in a relationship, but you're feeling alone. And you can feel alone within your relationship, and you need to communicate this, because your significant other doesn't even realize that you're feeling this way. So those of you who are in a relationship, you need to build that communication and connect with them. And you also, both of you who are single and in a relationship feeling alone, you need to connect to a higher power. Whatever that may be, you need to have faith again. You need to connect with your faith again, because this is what's going to really boost your confidence, and this is what's going to really be medicine for you, right? Okay? This is going to be medicine for you and for your soul and for your spirit, because you've been really running low. And then in the month of July, you need to bring your spirits up again. And when you bring back faith into your life, it's really going to help heal you in that part of you, and to heal your crown chakra, because the number 7 is a really spiritual number, and it's about spiritual growth, and you're being really analytical at this time in your mind, and you really need to calm that mental chatter in your mind and connect again. Come back to connecting and get out of your head. And then we have this card, this Simply Love. You really need to live your life in the month of July with simplicity, with love, with innocence. And maybe you're a single mom or dad that has a child. Some of you, that's going to resonate. You're a single parent, and this can really be hard. Being a single parent, it can be really hard, and you're feeling depressed and alone. But you really need to shine, because we have this major arcana card that represents the sun. The Sun is a major arcana card in the tarot deck, and it's the number 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. So a new beginning is going to happen for you in the month of July when you start connecting with your faith again. You need to connect with your faith again. And whatever that is, it doesn't matter. Whatever that represents for you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You need to connect with that again. And this child is holding a book, so maybe it's the Bible. Maybe that is something that, that you connect with God. But whatever your faith is, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The message is still the same. This card represents that you need to, work through things with simply love, not to have like an agenda, maybe with your family relationships, just having more love and really connecting with your inner child, your innocence again, because you're feeling that you're looking at your past, at memories, and only look at good memories. Stop looking at the bad memories in the past, but also look at memories, the good memories, and try to recreate those memories with, if you're a parent, with your child, and if you're single and you don't have kids, do that. Recreate your childhood. How can you recreate those memories, those happy memories? How can you make them a tradition in your life? And that's what this represents, going back to those simple times, because you're having this hardship and saying, oh, well, life was so simple then. How can you make your life more simple in this month of July? And that's going to be medicine for you. And that's going to help heal and really feed your soul. Because you're feeling alone. We have the 5 of Pentacles here. You're feeling alone, but change is coming. And when you do that change, and when that change is coming, you're really going to start to shine. This card is representing, know that you're lovable, because you're feeling alone. You feel like you're never going to meet somebody. And this card is saying you are lovable. You're an amazing person. You need to recognize that within yourself. You need to shine and really open up that heart chakra. Open up and really blossom, because you have all this potential. You have all these skills and talents. You're an amazing person, and you need to start seeing that. Because if you don't see that, how do you expect somebody else to see that? So far, I don't feel that in the month of July a relationship is coming for you, but let's keep going, because this is still a healing, intuitive reading for you, and there's healing messages that are here for you. Okay. We have take a break, and this is right next to the crown chakra. This is where it's going to be placed in the spread. You need to take a break. Again, I said you have this monkey mind, you have this mental chatter, you're exhausted. Whether you're working a lot or you're, taking care of a child, you're exhausted. You're mentally exhausted, and you need to replenish yourself. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. The monkey mind. Thinking those negative thoughts. You really need to get off the treadmill and stop with all these illusions that you're giving yourself. The next card we have is Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? In the month of July, you're really gonna, do some mirror work. What are you projecting? This is not shadow work. You don't have to do shadow work this month, but this is mirror work. What thoughts are you saying? Pay attention to that, and that is the work that you have to do. And mirror work, going in front of a mirror and saying that you love yourself. Whatever your name is, I love you. My name is Jesenia, so I love you, Jesenia. Doing that. And that might be really hard, but that's really gonna open you up. Every day, take a minute, 30 seconds in front of a mirror, tell yourself, I love you. You are amazing. You're doing a great job. When was the last time somebody told you you're doing a great job? I'm telling you, you're doing a great job. You woke up today. You are alive. You're watching this reading. You are doing a great job. That's medicine for you. So do that mirror work. That's your spiritual homework, is to do that little technique. And what is triggering you? What triggers you to get down? What is triggering you to make you sad? And whatever that trigger is, you need to lessen that trigger and figure out ways to lessen that trigger. You definitely have change coming in the month of July, this month. And you also have a celebration coming, and a spiritual lesson coming your way. This card says, do something for someone. It also represents this card, simply love. Doing things for others. You know, like that saying, paying it forward. This month of July, you need to do something for some others. Giving your attention to another. So those of you who are in relationships, stop thinking, well, me. Well, they don't do this for me. And start doing things for them and see if that will change the relationship dynamic. And those of you who are single, start doing things for others to get yourself out of your head. Take a break from the mental exhaustion that you're giving yourself. And when you start giving to others, it's going to put you in a very good vibration. It's going to put you in this certain vibration, and that's going to help you attract a partner. And she's gathered here with animals, birds, squirrels, rabbits, deers. These are all butterflies. These are all gentle beings on the planet. So be gentle with yourself and be gentle with others. Choose love. So your blockage right now in order to get a relationship is you. Partly, not loving yourself and seeing that, projecting that. Because if you're not loving yourself, you're projecting that out into the universe. I don't love myself. Well, then who's going to love you if you don't love yourself? It's a projection, right? So, get in that vibration of love. You always have a choice. Make your choice with love. And again, there's butterflies, they're dancing, they're having fun. You need to have fun again in the month of July. Do something that's going to really be fun for you in a healthy way, and tell yourself that I choose love. I choose to love myself. You really need to come into union with that and that vibration, because that's what's blocking you for getting a relationship. You're blocking yourself and you not choosing love. The next card we have is receive love. Choosing love, receiving love, and appreciation. Maybe you're someone who is a giver and you give, but you don't receive. How do you expect to have a relationship if you don't receive? If you don't receive compliments, if you don't love yourself, if you don't give yourself that love, if you don't receive it from others, choose love. They keep telling me you need to choose love. There's so much simply love. Appreciation, gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Accept yourself the way you are. You need to accept yourself and love yourself. Your spirit animal is a peacock. Definitely a peacock this month. They're really rare and magical. Know that you're someone who is amazing and rare. There's no one else out there with the same fingerprints as you. You are unique and beautiful. You're amazing. You need to hear that. You need to tell yourself that. There's a bunch of birds coming out of her head, the crown chakra. Really working on that crown chakra and connecting with spirit. And she's also holding a snowflake. Snowflakes are so magical. So going back to what were those traditions? What did you love to do as a child? And bring that into your routine in this time. The next card we have is sad embrace. Like I said, you're feeling a heavy hardship. You have a heavy heart, but there's a lot of blessings here. There's a lot of blessings in this reading. Sad embrace, and it's also number 9. And then July, there is going to be change. You're going to be completing something. Something spiritual is going to happen for you. There's a lot of illusions that you're giving yourself in this time. And you're just feeling really blue, really sad. You're having a lot of tears. And that's okay. That's part of the healing process. Then we have into the unknown. You're afraid. You're afraid of going into the unknown. You want this relationship. You want this, whether you're in a relationship or single, you want this relationship to work. Those of you who are in a relationship and those of you who are not in a relationship, you want a relationship. And you want this relationship to work. But what illusions, what are you blocking yourself with? What projections are you having? What patterns haven't you worked on that is, preventing you from flourishing in the relationship that you're in, from attracting this relationship? And that blockage is knowing you deserve love, knowing to choose love, knowing that you're in a healthy relationship, knowing that you deserve it. Who told you you didn't deserve love? Where is that stemming from? You need to get to the root to the problem. And that's coming from your childhood. Why do you think you don't deserve love? You're someone who's used to conditional love. You're someone who's used to giving and giving and giving to others and giving everything to them. But what about you? What do you want? You deserve love. I'm gonna keep saying that so that it gets into your head. Your crown chakra, you need to start changing your thoughts. You need to feed yourself positive, loving words and really feel that. At first, you're not going to feel that right away, but when you do this, when you do the mirror work, you're going to start feeling it. You're going to start feeling the change. You're going to, have some tears because it's going to be a healing process for you. But you need to get out of that mental chatter because it's blocking you. That's blocking you from getting that relationship that you really deserve. You need to know that you deserve the relationship. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you need to know that you deserve it because you deserve it. Get into that love vibration. You're scared of the unknown. You're scared of what it would feel like to shine, to open up, and to feel that way because you have a lot of trauma and you've had people betray you in the past. You've had that conditional love. But unconditional love is there for you. And you have to give yourself that unconditional love. Open up. Stop being afraid. Take the blindfold off. Stop seeing the illusions. Take the veil off. This is really going to be spiritual for you because you have 2 number 7s here. 7 is your number for the month of July. And number 5. We have 5 and 55 and 77. 7 and 5. Change is coming for you in the month of July. You are going to change. You're going to change, and this is healing medicine for you. This is your blessings for you to get that relationship that you want. Very, very healing for this is a very healing month for you. Those of you who are dating, or you're ready, when you're ready to open up to go into a relationship, flirting is so much fun. It could be really fun, right? It's that that energy exchange. Really start flirting with yourself, but when you start, extend your lighthearted energy to others because you're closed off. You want this relationship, but you're closed off. You need to open up and start living that vibration of love and flirting and being lighthearted. Stop being so serious. Just being lighthearted, being flirty, charismatic. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Being lighthearted. Reconciliation. This card is saying someone from your past is returning to your life. This is a potential relationship for you. Maybe someone in your past that is on your mind, that comes to your mind, the first person that comes to your mind, is going to come back into your life. It's a reconciliation. This relationship, there is a relationship coming. I don't see that it is coming in the month of July, but there is someone that is near you that you don't realize is your past. It's going to return to your life. And the reason why you're not in a relationship with them now is because you need to do this healing work. They need to do the healing work in order for you guys to match up at the right moment. But this reconciliation is going to happen. And the way you're going to know is that they're going to be really flirty with you. They're going to flirt with you, and this is going to be the signs. Pay attention to the signs. They're going to be flirty with you. Flirt back with them. Open up because you are closed off. You have too much mental chatter. You're saying, I want a relationship. I'm ready for a relationship. But then you say things that contradict that. You're saying, well, this is why I'm not in a relationship. Well, I'm busy and this is why I'm in a relationship. Like you find all these excuses for the reasons why you're not in a relationship. Because the deeper reason is you have some healing work to do because you don't believe you deserve it. If you picked a crystal, you picked this carnelian crystal, and this is all about like bringing up your creativity and stuff, but I specifically picked these crystals to represent the chakras, and the chakras are 7 energy wheels in our energetic field. this crystal represents the sacral chakra. So this month of July, you need to work with your sacral chakra. It stems from your creativity, your sexuality, being comfortable, whether you are straight, bi, gay, lesbian, it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever your sexuality is, you need to embrace that. And this has to work with, you know, intimacy, sex, and our genitals, our sexual organs. So maybe those of you are not, you know, comfortable with yourself in intimacy. How can you, you know, get yourself to be comfortable with that? And it's by working with your sacral chakra. You need to work with your sacral chakra. You have blockages within your sacral chakra. So your spiritual homework is to work with your crown chakra, work with your sacral chakra, do the mirror work, telling yourself every day that you love yourself, because this is something that really you resist, and the things that you resist is the most work that you need to do. You know, have a flirty energy, be flirtatious, you know, open your heart, really open yourself up and take a break and really, you know, heal yourself with that. And that's when that relationship is gonna, you know, flourish, and that's when a relationship is going to come to you, and it's going to be a relationship from your past, for sure. And really choose love, choose the vibration of love. I'm sending you so many healing blessings. This is medicine for you. I know it might not be exactly what you want to hear, but this is what you need to do. This is what life and the universe and the angels and spirit, they really want you to do this spiritual work for you to really gain that beautiful relationship that you deserve, and know that you deserve love. I'm saying that you deserve love. I love you. If I can love you, you can love you. Hit the like button if it resonated with you, and leave your insights in the comment section down below as well. Subscribe to my channel, come hang out with me. I upload weekly. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. I'm sending a bunch of love your way, and stay gold. Be kind with yourself and be kind to others, and I'll see you guys in my next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your July 2020 Love Pick a Card reading. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Real quick, before we begin the reading, I want to reiterate that this is an intuitive reading. Some of the things you might not like to hear, because it's going to be healing messages. It's going to be medicine for you. So not everything you might not want to hear, but come into the reading with an open mind. Let's dive in and let's see what the month of July has in store for you. If you picked a crystal, you picked citrine, and we'll place that right there. Okay, the foundation card that we have for the first card is Release. And Release is a major arcana card in the tarot deck, which represents death. And death is all about transformation. And that is the card number 13, with 3 plus 1, equals 4. So the month of July, you really need to build in stability. You need to really build in your foundation, because you're very controlling at this time. And maybe you just recently got out of a relationship for some of you, or maybe those of you who are in a relationship, you're really being controlling at this time. You need to stop controlling. And those of you who are single, everybody in this reading has some sort of energy towards a controlling tendency, and it's because you are afraid. There's some sort of fear that you have, a fear of change, a fear of losing this relationship, a fear of what's to come, and that's what's behind the emotion control, or that's what's behind being controlling. So there's a controlling issue that is going on, and you really need to let go, because you have to let people be open to who they are. They have to be able to express who they are, and you're being controlling, and you're trying to control who they are, and it's just not going to serve you. It's not going to serve them, and it's not going to serve the relationship. So in the month of July, there is a release that has to happen. There is a letting go that has to happen. And those of you who are single, maybe you're trying to control the situation. Maybe you're planning out how your relationship is going to be. Maybe you're like, I'm going to be in a relationship at this time, when this happens, and you need to release that. When the time is right for you to be in a relationship, that is when it's going to happen. That's when it's going to blossom. Oh, I do this and this and this. I'm ready for a relationship. Like, you're too mentally in your head, like too mental. Like, your mentality, like, you need to go with the flow in the month of July and moving forward. You need to go with the flow because you're just trying to control everything. Maybe you're on dating sites, like you're doing everything as you possibly can, and you're like, why am I not in a relationship? It's because you're controlling the situation, and the situation is not in your control. It is not within your hands. So you need to let that go and know that there's a well-deserved reward coming your way. This is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a minor arcana card in the tarot reading, and this is a great spiritual card. It's a great spiritual number. Number 9 is really great. It's a lot of opportunities, a lot of opportunities. The number 9 of Pentacles represents growth, and it represents abundance. This relationship is coming. For those of you who are single, and those of you who are holding on to a relationship that doesn't serve you, this relationship that you deserve is coming, because it's the Nine of Pentacles. Look at him. He's on the top of the pillar. He's at the peak of life. This relationship is coming. So there is a future relationship coming your way. But there's too much control happening, too much disharmony, fear. You need to change your focus. We have the 5 of Cups here. Maybe like you're just really emotional. This is an emotional attachment for you, this controlling attachment. Maybe it stems from your childhood. Maybe you had a parent or a family member that was really controlling towards you. Maybe a relationship was really controlling towards you. Maybe it was someone who was like a batterer, whether that was verbally or physically. I know that could be really heavy, but a toxic relationship that just really tried to control you and manipulate you. And this card is saying that you need to change your focus and that it's okay. Like, I feel that you have a lot of anxiety, and that's where this controlling tendency comes from. Because the control, for you to control everything, it gives you that safety feeling. But really, it's not a healthy way to do that. It's not a healthy way to go about that. That control essentially is not healthy, and it doesn't keep you safe. So you need to do a little bit of work, and really the work is to go with the flow. Your spiritual homework is to really start learning how to go with the flow and really do breathing work and to change your focus, because the way you're reacting, your behavior, the way you're speaking, it's not serving you and it's not serving the other person. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles here, which is a great card. So in between these cards, we have release and change focus. In between these cards, we have a beautiful pentacle cards. So in between these cards, there is a potential relationship for you. You need to open up, and that's part of your blockage of why you're not getting this relationship, because you have fear. There is fear here, but 4, again, we have 2 4s here. You really have to build that stability within your relationship and within yourself and within your future relationship for those who are single. And you have to build that foundation. Build that foundation and go with the flow and really just align with your energy and calm that anxiety down, because you're going to take that anxiety within your new relationship and you could potentially, scare that other person with all this controlling fear and anxiety. Like, it's normal to have anxiety, right? I'm talking about that controlling anxiety, that anxiety that oh my God, they messaged me, oh my God, and then you're constantly texting them. You need to tone it down. You need to dial it down. And you really, this is going to take you some time. You need to breathe and meditate and really know that you deserve the relationship, and know that this person that's coming, because I do sense a relationship coming, and it might start in this month, in the month of July, because this is in between, and these are minor things that are happening. And those of you who are in a relationship, this anxiety is, detrimental towards your relationship. This controlling fear, that energy is not serving you guys. So you need to change your focus. You need to change the behavior. But those of you who are single, there's potential for a relationship to come, and I see it coming, but you just really need to dial it down. You need to work with your anxiety and really step into your willpower and step into courage and step into strength and really do the breathing techniques to calm you down and do things you love, and know that the right person will come to you. You'll have the person that will know that it stems from anxiety and that it stems from something else, and that's not who you truly are. And when you're with this person, they're really gonna calm you down. This person that's coming for you, they're gonna be really neutral and they're gonna be really calm. They might be a Leo, they might be a Taurus. They're gonna be a really calming energy for you. Something that you're not typically used to, but they're gonna really calm you down, and they're gonna make you feel that warm energy inside, because I do feel with these two cards, they're gonna have this really warming energy, and they're gonna really calm you down. They're just gonna hold you, and you're just gonna feel this warm energy from them. And that's why I said a Leo, but also Taurus, because they're really grounding. So this person's gonna be really warming and grounding. Then we have Starseed. What lights you up? You're a Starseed, and that's where you have these fears and anxieties, because you're someone who's really empathic and feels a lot of energy. So work with that this month. And your partner is gonna be a Starseed as well. I do see that coming into the future for you. They're gonna be a Starseed as well. They might not be exactly the same Starseed as you, but you will see it throughout the relationship. And then we have the Keepers of Earth. Again, that grounding energy that I feel, and I just feel that this is gonna be someone really warming, really grounding, really stable. They're gonna be really gentle. And know that you're not alone. Your ancient ancestors are standing beside you. Your ancestors, your loved ones, they're standing beside you to help you, open you up. They're on the path for you. So know that you're not alone. You remind me of like a fairy energy, of a really, like a childlike energy, like a kid. Like you are someone who's always positive and happy. So stand in that, energy. Stand in that energy. She's aligned with her energy, and this is like really alignment, and she has her ancestors right here. So really stand in that alignment and know that you're not alone, and it's okay to have this like anxiety energy. You just need to learn how to tame it and how to calm it down, and know that you are well deserved of a loving relationship, of a fun, happy relationship. All right, let's look into the next three cards. A spiritual connection. This person, I said, you're gonna feel really, connected, like that warming energy. You're gonna have a spiritual connection. So you'll know this person right away by a spiritual connection, by this warming energy. You're gonna feel that. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. You're gonna feel that, and it's really gonna feel really, really comforting to you. And we have the number 9 here again, 72, 7 plus 2 equals 9. So this is going to be a completion. I feel this is gonna be a relationship that's here to stay. Like the number 9 is a completion number. Like you're gonna be in this relationship. Those of you who are in a relationship, this is a relationship for you to stay. And saying, yes, you're meant to be in this relationship. That's what this confirmation is. And for some of you, because some of you need to let go of this relationship, or let go of this idea of how it should be, the control. But this is a spiritual connection that is coming for those of you who are single. So be excited for that. And then we have number 7 here, 6 plus 1. Number 7 is a really lucky number. Love is all around you. Know this person is close by. This person is close by, and know that there's love everywhere all the time, and just simply acknowledge that. Simply acknowledge that this is a truth. Say, love surrounds me. Love is within and out of me. Love surrounds me. Love is within me. Love is above me. Love is below me. So say those affirmations, and I feel that you really need to be playful. And I feel with this new relationship that you might meet them again through like a celebration, a wedding or some sort of festivity, because I see dancing, or maybe you're gonna take dance lessons together, because again, we have this card and they're dancing. I feel like this is really someone that you're gonna meet at a wedding or a festivity this month, maybe a baby shower. There's something, because I know not all baby showers are just, some of them are gender neutral. Act as if your partner is here. This card says, act as if your partner is here. What can you do that you would typically do, that you're waiting to do with your relationship? Do it now. Get into that vibration. Tap into that vibration. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So consider your relationship. Would you do this if you were in a relationship? Would you do that if you were in a relationship? Always consider them as if they're already there, so that you tap into that relationship. But I do feel this is a really spiritually connected relationship, because those two are really spiritually connected relationships. We have number 24 here, which represents number 7, 4 plus 2, 6 equals 6. And we have stuck in the mud. And this is right by Starseed and Release. So I feel with this card, you're just feeling stuck. You're not letting go. And that just represents that you need to let go and release yourself and release the other person if there is a person there. Or release a past attachment, right? Because we can be holding on to memories and past loved ones, because it's an attachment. So you need to release those attachments. Get out of the mud. And then we have number 20, which this is so beautiful. Flying, partnership. Number 2 equals partnership, connection. These two, I feel like the connection. There is someone coming, and they're going to come this month of July, but you have to be open up to that. You need to be open for it to see it, because love is all around you. They are near. They're close by. And flying, we have the unicorn, right? Unicorn is magical. You're gonna really fly high once you open up, and this relationship is really gonna open you up. They're really gonna make you feel special and unique, as a relationship should make you feel. Love yourself first. You have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. For that card, when, let's say you're starting a relationship, you're dating, and you're texting someone, and you're like anxiety ridden, and you're like constantly texting to them, and you know, it tends to make you seem less attractive, right? Like when you start to self-respect yourself and know that the right person will be there for me at the right time, that person's gonna respect you. They're gonna see that energy. They're gonna see that you stand your ground, and that you have this foundation within yourself, that you are in alignment with yourself, that you have this strength and courage and this willpower. They're gonna feel that energy versus that anxiety-ridden energy. They're gonna feel that energy too. So which energy do you want this person to feel? You want them to feel the authentic you, that loving you, you know, that spiritual you. So have that self-respect for yourself. And that person's gonna be more romantically attracted to you. So work on loving yourself more. I do feel you do love yourself, but you still have some work to do. Then we have the card Separation. It says time apart with your partner is on the horizon. So those of you who are in a relationship, you might experience some time apart coming up. And those of you who are single, maybe you meet someone who's in the military, or they travel for their career. So you're gonna meet this person, right? At a wedding or a festivity or a business adventure. This is someone who's gonna be traveling a lot. So be open to that, be open to that. But there's gonna be some sort of separation that is gonna happen here. Some sort of, you know, block as well. If you picked a crystal, you picked citrine, and the citrine is all about creativity, but I picked these crystals, this pick a card reading specifically to represent the 7 different chakras. So this represents our solar plexus chakra, which is all about willpower, courage, self-esteem. Build up your self-esteem this month of July, because your self-esteem is a little bit low, and it's not your fault. It's just from your past experiences and what you've dealt with within your childhood. So work with your self-esteem this month. Work on releasing and letting go. Work on your solar plexus chakra. That is your chakra. The number for you that resonates with you for the month of July is number 9 and number 7. And as well, change your focus. Open up. Love yourself first. That's what you need to work on. Act as if you already have your partner. Those are your blessings for this month. That is your medicine. There is a relationship coming. Know that there's a relationship coming, but you need to release the control and work through that. That is your medicine for this month. I hope that resonated with you, and hit the like button if it did, and comment down below your insights. Subscribe to my channel and hang out with me every week. I upload every week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Namaste. The light within me honors the light within you. I'm sending you all the healing and blessings, and stay gold and be kind to yourself and to others. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your July 2020 Love Pick a Card reading. If you picked a crystal, you picked this green aventurine. Let's begin into the reading. And disclaimer real quick, remember these are general readings. There's more than one person watching, and these readings are also intuitive readings to help you heal things that you need to heal. So some things you might have come up in the reading that you might not like to hear, but it's part of your spiritual growth and your lessons and what you need to learn in order to get that relationship that you want to go towards. So let's dive in and see what this reading has in store for you. So right away, you have a lot of mental cards, right away you have 3 swords cards. So I feel that you're having a lot of struggle right now, whether you're single or in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you're having a lot of struggle with your relationship, with yourself. There's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of arguments and just difficulties within your relationship, a lot of sadness, a lot of isolation, a lot of fear. And those of you who are single, you have a lot of mental activity towards a relationship. You have a lot of disappointments, a lot of sadness and isolating. You're isolating yourself, and you just have a lot of fear revolving around relationships. And this is a big block for you. You are really worried about a future relationship, and that might stem from past relationships. But let's dive a little deeper into the cards. So we have your darkest fears as your foundation card, which is the 9 of Swords. So you're having just a lot of despair at this time, a lot of dark fears, a lot of nightmares. This is what this card represents. Like, you just feel defeated. You feel defeated, and you're kind of just having so much worry around relationships. You're having so many doubts that you kind of want to give up. But I'm here to tell you to not give up, because there is hope. There's hope within just these 4 cards alone. There is hope, and you just have a lot going on, and I would definitely focus on grounding yourself at this time and working with your throat chakra, because we have a lot of swords here. And the color representing blue. So working with your throat chakra is really essential at this time with your communication, and really being gentle with your communication. And there's just a lot of miscommunication happening with those who are in relationships. And those of you who are single, you just really need to work with your communication skills. And we have the number 9 here, which is, you know, a completion number. It's a spiritual number. But let's move on to the number 5 of Swords. And this just represents, again, a lot of struggle. You're having a lot of struggle within yourself, having doubts within yourself, within your relationships. Those of you who are in relationships, a win or lose situation. You know, someone's gonna win and somebody's gonna lose. So maybe you're thinking about, you know, leaving a relationship and moving on, and you don't know what to do. You're confused. So this card also represents that there's going to be change, and you're going to feel grounded in the month of July eventually. And then we have number 3 of Pentacles here, which represents reaching out. You really need to reach out for help. Ask your friends, ask your family, reach out. Don't isolate yourself, because the next card is sadness and isolation. Don't isolate yourself, and maybe you isolate yourself in shame, And this represents those who are in a relationship and single. Maybe you have a lot of shame. Maybe there's something like you just feel so doubtful and shameful, and you need to reach out to people, because there's people that love you. There's people that really want to help you within this situation. And then we have sadness and isolation. Like you're just feeling so defeated, so isolated. Stop isolating yourself and stop being in sadness. You really need to change this vibration. And really, you know, we have 2 3s here, which is a really high spiritual number, and it represents celebration, coming to union, the Holy Trinity. So who can you go to that's going to really help you heal and help you feel grounded? Who's going to help you feel grounded? Maybe you shouldn't look at it as a win or lose situation. There's lessons that you need to be learned at this time within this month of July. I do not feel those of you who are single will meet someone in the month of July, because all these fears, it's going to really take you time to change. And you need to ask your angels, ask spirit for help, because this also represents the crown chakra, connecting to the higher power. The next card we have is no. So again, I do not feel this confirms that you're not going to be in a relationship this month. It says to wait, postpone, pause, say no. It's just not the right time for you. You're just not emotionally and mentally there, and physically. So the next card we have is get grounded. And I see that with this card as well. To get grounded, really, it's important for you, especially because you're someone who's an empath, an HSP, a highly sensitive person. You need to connect with nature again. You need to connect with yourself again and connect with nature. There's nature in this card as well. And you might feel really disappointed with this reading, because a relationship, it's not your focus, and you're not meant to be in a relationship right now. And if you think of leaving a relationship, this card is saying no. It is not time to leave this relationship. So let's move forward into the reading and find out more healing messages for you. So I do feel that you really need to connect spiritually to your angels and God, whoever it is that you believe in, because you have 333 here, which represents ascended masters. So you need to connect with your higher power, with a higher power that is coming off really strong. And have faith. I didn't even read this card, but this card says have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. In the month of July, you're going to go through a transformation when you start to get grounded and connect with your higher power, because that is really what's going to, you know, give you that leap of faith. And then express your love through gifts. Maybe your love language is gifts, or maybe your loved one is through gifts. Those of you who are in a relationship, buy us something small or make something and give it to a person. A small token of love can convey a great appreciation. Number here is new beginnings. This is going to give you new beginnings in your relationship. And those of you who are single, maybe your love language is gifts. So really treat yourself in the month of July, because you just have this heavy anxiety and stress and fear and sadness, and it's really weighing you down, and it's not healthy for you. It's really not. And those of you who are in a relationship, you need to be supported of your partner. You need to be supported, because you're being really harsh on them. Make a genuine effort to show that you care, and maybe that's through gifts, because we have the gifts card. But have faith. Have faith in your relationship again, and have faith in a higher power. And we have the number 9 here too. So in the month of July, you're going to have this spiritual transformation happen. Those of you in a relationship, and those of you who are single, you're going to have a transformation, because there is someone there that is supportive of you, and you need to reach out to them, because we have support here. And be supportive of yourself, and know that you're going through all of this, right? All of this mental conflict, all this struggle, all these obstacles, because the swords represent obstacles. Be gentle with yourself. You need to remind yourself to be gentle with yourself. And especially since you're an empath, you're really hard on yourself. You really criticize yourself a lot. You need to come back to love and come back to being gentle with yourself and know that you're a beautiful being. The next card we have is Gentle Gardener. I just said that you need to be gentle with yourself, be gentle with your relationship. Those of you in a relationship, know that you're divinely guided. You're being looked over. You're being looked over and you're being guided. And there's like 3 little fairies here sitting on eggs, and eggs represent a new beginning, right? A fresh start, a new beginning, a rebirth. And then we have a pearl here too, which, pearls are so beautiful and they're so unique. So know that you're unique and beautiful. And again, communication needs to be happening at this time. You need to communicate, whether that's communicating with your partner, or those of you who are single, with expressing yourself. And then we have encouragement reversed, and it's 2 giraffes, and it's the number 9 as well. So we have 3 9s and 3 3s. So 333 and 999. Look those numbers up. 333 means ascendant masters, and 999 is really a spiritual number. But you have this in reverse, and it's the card encouragement. So you're not feeling encouraged by your partner at this time. And those of you who are single, you're not feeling encouraged to be in a relationship. Like, there's just so much heavy doubt. And your spiritual homework is to start to be positive again and start having that faith again, like this card says, and get grounded and building your garden. And your spirit animal is butterflies and giraffes. And giraffes, when you think of giraffes, they're so gentle, right? They're gentle and long and big beings. They're just really gentle. And get yourself some peony flowers. I'm really seeing peony flowers. They're gonna be really refreshing in your space, in your home space. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So those of you in a relationship, there's addictions regarding in your relationships. Codependency. You're really codependent on your relationship. You might be a Cancer or a Pisces. I feel that you just have that Pisces Cancer energy, a water sign, and there's just addictions within your relationship that you need to heal. And this is what's creating your struggle, and this is what's creating your obstacles, because you're having these arguments, you're having these struggles, right? And it's the same vicious cycle, and it's because you're so codependent. It's a win or lose situation. You guys are seeing it as a win or lose. Like, no, it's either this way or this way. You need to compromise, and there needs to be communication, because you guys are having like these addictive obstacles, and it's just becoming an addiction, and you're codependent on your partner. You have to start being more independent in your relationship, because this codependency is not going to serve you in the long run. And those of you who are single, you also are codependent. You tend to be codependent, like your darkest fears, like you're someone that needs to be in a relationship. You're someone that needs to be in a relationship, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, wanting to, like, that you need to be in a relationship, but it has to be healthy. If you have kids, you have to take care of your kids first. You have to put them first before you put yourself first into a relationship. Because let's say all these obstacles and struggles, and you end the relationship and you go into a new relationship. What about your kids? What does that show to your kids? That you're so codependent. You need to be independent first. You need to be able to take care of yourself first. If you have kids, your kids first. And that's what represents that. And I'm sorry, like, I'm going back into the relationships. But those of you who are single, you're codependent, and you need to work on being more independent for you to gain a new relationship and reach out. I know this just stems from your childhood, and that's what's affecting your romantic life. And addictions are also affecting you from gaining a new relationship, and that's why there's no relationship happening this month, because your addictions can be that mental conflict, that obstacles, the darkest fears, the sadness. That can be an addiction that you keep going over and over, and it's a vicious cycle in your head, and it blocks you from getting a relationship. You block yourself. Stay optimistic. Like I said, you have to be positive. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. being positive, being supportive of yourself, expressing yourself through your throat chakra. We also have green aventurine. If you picked green aventurine, I picked these specific crystals to represent the chakras, which are the 7 energy wheels that represent different things. You guys have the color green, so you really need to work with your throat chakra, like I said, because you have blue, communication, and your heart chakra. You really need to work with your heart chakra, giving yourself that love, creating that independence versus codependence, having faith, staying optimistic. That's going to really bring you a romance. Being gentle with yourself, because we have 2 gentle cards here. Getting grounded. That is your homework. Get grounded, get out of your head, work through these obstacles, work through these fears, these anxieties, these sadness, because even if you're in a relationship and you're putting the blame on your partner, well, this is why this is happening. No, it's because you're not healing where those things stem from. You're not healing like the root cause of all those emotions, right? Because for you to fully love yourself, you have to heal those things. You have to, you know, there's only so much that another person can do. And obviously, when you break up and stuff, that's a healing process in itself. But I'm talking about those who are in relationships. And those of you who are single, this sadness, this depression, this anxiety, this heavy energy, you need to start reaching out for support. And that might be for a therapist. Maybe it's a therapist healing past wounds. Know that this is not a time for you to be in a relationship. It clearly says that in this card. And really water your garden, staying optimistic, connecting with a higher source, whatever that means to you, and getting grounded. Connecting with your heart chakra, your throat chakra, as well with the numbers is 333, 399, and 9. And your spirit animal is a giraffe and butterflies, which means transformation. I hope that resonated with you. This is all medicine, and use this as spiritual tools to help you spiritually grow and evolve and learn about yourself and learn about others. Hit that like button if it resonated with you. Comment down below your insights and subscribe to my channel to hang out with me every week. I upload every week. Hit that notification bell to stay notified. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Be gentle, be kind to others, stay gold, and I'm sending you lots of healing, light, and blessings your way. Namaste, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 5, and welcome to your July 2020 Love Pick a Card reading. If you picked a crystal, you picked this amethyst crystal, and we're going to put that right on the side. Right before we begin, I would just want to throw in another disclaimer and know that this is a general reading. More than one person is watching, and that not all readings are going to, show that you meet somebody. We're going to see the healing messages, see if someone is in the near future, or see if someone is in the month. So know that a lot of this is intuitive reading, and it's gonna also have a lot of healing messages and blessings and medicine for you. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let's dive into your reading. We have 2 major arcana cards at the beginning and the end, so that means major things are gonna be happening this month of July. We have the number 8 here, and this major arcana card, Control, which represents the Strength card in the tarot deck. In the tarot deck. I do feel that you might be feeling a little close-hearted at this time for some sort of reason, that there's something that you're holding on to that's creating this blockage. But don't worry, because you're really going to release this month. I definitely see that because we have the number 17 here, which is heal. You're really gonna break open and really break those chains, like those bondages, like that. You're feeling tied down. So this is gonna really help be released for you. But this represents to not control your relationships. Like, you cannot control your relationships. You have to let people be who they are. And this goes for both relationship and single people. And this represents that Control relationships. This represents, letting relationships being fluid, going with the flow, letting people express who they are and let them be who they are authentically, and accepting that, accepting where you are at this time in the month of July. This also represents that you're someone who is emotional, and you go in your relationships really emotional, and that is not, a relationship is not just based around emotions, and that's what this card says. And that represents those who are relationship and single, and you need to kind of transform this behavior into more as of an easy going with the flow type of energy, because it's not going to work for you. It's not going to serve you in the long run. And I hope that makes sense for you. You just really need to go with the flow and let your relationships go through fluidity, and not trying to control the whole thing, and come from strength and confidence, and just be confident in knowing that there is someone out there for you in the future, and start working on stabilizing your emotions, and knowing that a relationship is not just based around emotions. It's a lot more than that, right? It's a lot more than your emotions. The next two cards we have is 1 and 2 of Pentacles. So 1 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles, which is really, really great. So you really need to find balance. There's balance. Those of you who are in a relationship, you need to find balance within your relationship, with your family life. And those of you who are single, you need to find balance within yourself and make room for a relationship, because I'm being told that you necessarily don't have room for a relationship right now, but that can change. You can change that right after this reading by creating more time for a relationship, leaving some space. If you live in an apartment, if you have a twin size bed or a full size bed, upgrade to a queen size bed or a king size bed. Like, do you have room for a person, like in your toothbrush? Do you have another, put a toothbrush to represent somebody else living in your house, like different things like that. Do you have enough room for them in the fridge to have food? Like different things like that. Start doing that and finding balance in that, so that you can, invite this person in, invite that energy in. And then we have number 1 here. So there's new beginnings, new opportunities coming for you in this month of July. So I do see a potential relationship coming for you this month, and it says strengthening bonds. So I really feel this is really finding balance and strengthening your bond with yourself, with your partner, and those of you who are single, strengthening your bond with your emotions, really strengthening your emotions, and checking yourself when you're wrong. And then we have heal, and this is a major arcana card. This represents the star, which represents Aquarius, which represents hope, and represents beating to your own drum. And that's where this control card comes in, because you are someone who is really independent, but let another person take care of you. In your next relationship, let someone do things for you, because you're someone who is independent, likes to control, type A personality. You need to start being, letting go a little bit, being fluid, going with the flow, opening up your plan. Like, don't plan things every day, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. all day long. You need to create space for this next person to come into your life. And you need to heal that within you. And it's going to take some time. I don't think in the month of July you're going to fully transform and do this. It's going to take you some time to find this balance. But, really learn this lesson. Really find the wisdom in that. So this is really good, because you have the first 2 cards, the first 2 pentacles, the ace of... this is the Ace of Pentacles, So there is a new beginning, a new growth, a new relationship coming your way. It's coming. So let's find out what else we have here. We have play. This card is play, and this is right next to control. This is what I'm talking about. That's your foundation card. So you're being way too uptight, and in the month of July, you need to have fun. You need to celebrate. You have to stop being so serious in your relationships and being single. Stop seeing it so serious. Just let go. You're just having too much, you're being too uptight, and you're not going to attract someone that way. So just be playful, do things that are fun. What do you like to do for fun? Get out there, dance with life. Really, Spirit is saying that you need to do something to change your energy. And that's what this card says. Change it up, celebrate. You need to change your energy, because where you're at, it's just based out of fear. Really, that's where it stems from. It's based out of fear, and you just have to live it up. I just feel that like a very vibrating, fairy, happy energy. All right, let's see the next 3 cards. There's change coming for you. I see that for sure. If you do the work and you change up the energy. And this says, take a chance on love. Again, this goes back to this card. You're taking things too seriously. You nitpick at everything. Oh, I can't date that person because of this. I can't date that person because of this. And that's essentially a coping mechanism. That's based out of fear, because you feel that you don't deserve love, and you feel that nobody's good enough for you because you're not good enough for you. Let me say that again. You deserve love. You feel that there's no one good enough for you because you don't feel like you're good enough. And that's what that healing needs to come into place. That's where you need to heal. That's where you need to learn, and you need to dance with life and change up the energy and heal from that. Because you deserve to have someone. You deserve to have someone special and loving. You need to take a chance on love. You just need to, let it go and be like, all right, I'm going to take a chance on love, because you've been hurt in the past, and that's, you have, this wall up. But you need to just open up and take a chance, because this is what, your angels are telling you. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So come from love with everything that you do, because this is your nature. This is your true, authentic inner child. You're someone who is playful and dancing and, loving. And I know from experience, because I'm someone who has a type A personality, has to have everything planned and go with the flow. But, not have everything go with the flow. I need to have a partner at this time, and I need to be married at this time, and this and this and this. And you know what the end result is? The end result is you're miserable, and you're not happy with anything. And you really need to learn to just be happy with the simple things in life, and take a chance on love, and really be open to that, because you're trying to control everything. Rest and relaxation. Your spirit animal is a dolphin this month, and there's dolphins in this card, and dolphins, what do they represent? Playfulness, happiness. Tap into that energy. Rest and relax. It's essential for you. Take a breather, take a break. We all have fundamental need to take a break. You're just so burnt out. You're mentally exhausted and physically exhausted. Treasure your loved ones. Connect with your family and your friends. Treasure your loved ones. It is important for you to love others deeply. Take a chance on love. Open up again. Stop being afraid. You're so afraid. Stop being afraid. Solitude. Take some self-love for you. Like, have fun with your friends in the month of July, but also have fun with yourself. What do you really love to do? Tap into that energy, because when you start to do things that you love to do on your own, you're gonna open the door up for a relationship to come in. And this is the number 4. So that's really gonna bring you stability in your life, is the solitude, to help you rest and recharge. You need some resting and recharging time for sure. And there you have 2 ones here. You have the Ace. This is gonna be a new level of life for you, a new step, a new beginning for you. And then we have the number 16, number 7, rescue. I feel the next relationship that you're gonna have is really gonna be like your Prince Charming. They're really gonna, help you. They're gonna rescue you. And not in you might be like, I don't want nobody to rescue me. I could do everything by myself. But that's stemming from fear. You could still be independent and let somebody take care of you. There's nothing wrong with that. So I do feel that you do need to be rescued. This is what's gonna help you heal and really, go with the flow in the month of July and see where this reading takes you. The next card, it says, it is safe for you to love. I said that everything was stemming from fear. Your control type A personality is stemming from fear. Know that it is safe for love. And this is right above taking a chance on love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Open your heart with your family, with your friends. Start from there and be your authentic self. Your next card is honeymoon. I do feel like the next person that you meet is gonna be someone that you marry, and you're gonna go on a honeymoon. You're gonna enjoy the bliss and the holiday together. So know that is someone special. And those of you in a relationship, there's a honeymoon and a wedding coming soon. So know that. That is your reading. I think this is a really beautiful reading. You just have some work to do. I think you know what to do. Have fun. I mean, it's simple things. It's not that hard to, I mean, maybe for you, it's hard to have fun, but start having fun. Start letting loose, strengthening those bonds, strengthening your emotions, working on your emotions and stability in that. That is your spiritual homework, finding balance with that. You're going to have a partner that is going to really, rescue you, and they're going to be someone that you marry, and it's going to really strengthen you. Take a chance, take a leap of faith, have some time to yourself, but really dance with yourself, love life, solitude. Like it's definitely present here. And your number for the month is 1. New beginnings, new start, new opportunities. That is your number for the month. And also number 8. Number 1 and number 8. Learning, being wise, having wisdom. If you picked a crystal, you picked amethyst, and I picked these crystals for this reading, for these pick a card readings, specifically to focus on a chakra. So you picked amethyst, and this focuses on our third eye chakra, and also could focus on our crown chakra. So work on those 2 chakras this month. That is also part of your spiritual tools. So those are your healing messages. That is your medicine, your blessings for the month of July. I do see a relationship coming, but you have some work to do. And I do feel that next relationship is gonna be someone that you marry, and you might meet them this month, and you might meet them in nature, or doing these playful things, having fun. Take a chance on love. Take a chance on yourself, and just go with the flow and be more fluid. That is your reading. Hit the like button if it resonated with you, and definitely comment down below your insights, and come hang out with me. And I upload weekly. Subscribe to my channel. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember, be kind, be gentle to others and to yourself. Stay gold, and I'll see you guys soon.